Make sure you can't see down my shirt.
Okay, I'm actually recording, so that'll be our opening clip. If this is your first time here, we're Eric and Brittany Highland, and along with our 7-year-old son Caspian, we're attempting to drive around the entire world in our home, a 2021 Jeep Gladiator we call Dauntless. Our goal at Hourless Life is to give you a first-person point of view so that you feel like you're on this journey with us. So if you haven't yet, hit the subscribe button because we'd love to take you around the world. In our last video, we drove across the entire continent of South America from west to east and landed in Buenos Aires, the capital of Argentina. We took you all over the city and showed you a taste of what life is like in this part of the world. We had so much fun, and if you missed that video, we'll link it here. In today's video, we're leaving Buenos Aires and heading north through Argentina. We make a relaxing stop at Terah Biggs and then continue north to a remote national park just outside the town of Carlos Pellegrini. It's so good to be back in Dauntless and exploring this region. We'll take you to some thermal pools, talk about the strange bunny situation in Argentina, test out our new Starlink and share some interesting data, and then head off-road to the remote national park of Iberá, where we'll take you on an epic trip. It's going to be awesome. So let's get started. We've just packed up Dauntless and we're leaving the Airbnb in Buenos Aires. It's been a hot minute since we've been in Dauntless. We've got a long drive ahead of us. We're really excited about the things we're about to see and to share with you. Let's pray, babe.
Lord God, thank you for making our exit from the Airbnb so smooth this morning. Thank you that we have Dauntless back, that he's running well, and we pray for our travel day today. We're thankful for our home and to be back on the road, and we praise you for all this. In your name, amen.
It is a massive grocery store. There goes Brittany and Caspian right over there.
This is a really big shop. Since I've been sick for a week, everything is empty. Like, we have no food. And so we had to do a really big shop today, plus we're in the big city and we're going to smaller areas where we won't have the selection that we have here.
Yes, this all goes in Dauntless. Brittany's a miracle worker, figuring out how to put all this stuff away. Our fridge is a National Luna fridge, which comes out on a goose gear slide. And Brittany is like Jenga master or something.
Still have lots of room. Tons of room. Whew, that's a lot of work.
It's a little dark because we're in the parking garage, but we got to talk about something, Brittany. The ATM situation here in Argentina is nuts.
Well, the money situation is nuts, and therefore,
yeah, the whole thing situation is all messed up. So we went to this ATM machine and we tried to take out like 70,000 pesos, which is about $65. It wouldn't let us. So we kept lowering the price and lowering the price and lowering the price. It didn't work. We went out to like a coffee. We discussed it. I asked Brittany for her card while she was drinking her coffee, and I went back. And I tried 20,000 in the machine, and it gave it to me, but it charged me 9,750 pesos. So essentially, imagine taking $20 out of your ATM, but getting charged $10 to do that. That's basically what happened. But we have a card with Charles Schwab where they refund those fees. So I kept doing it. I took 20,000. I took 40,000. I took 60,000. I took 80,000. And then there's like this line forming up behind me, and I just kept going repeat.
How many times did you do it?
I don't know how much money I have in my pocket.
I mean, did you check how much money was in the account before?
No, I just kept taking money. But I think I have around 100.
This is what I have to deal with.
Yeah, I have no idea how much I took. Brittany,
so it's all in $1,000 bills.
Yeah. All right, you need to count it, and we're going to go.
Wow, this is going to take me the whole drive.
So as you know, we're heading north towards Brazil, but we're actually staying in Argentina, skirting on the outside of Uruguay, all the way up to Iguazu Falls. And we've got some spots on the way that we're looking forward to. Tonight we're just trying to get to a camp that's fairly close because, as you saw, we have all this stuff in the back that we have to organize. So we want to get to camp, kind of nest, set up our home, get it ready, and then we'll be on the road again tomorrow morning. I was just telling Brittany that it feels really strange to be driving north. When was the last time we actually drove north?
I mean, maybe from Bogota to Medellin.
Yeah, but that was just a short jaunt. Like, we're going north to another country.
Yeah. Well, never then.
Yeah, this is really, really bizarre. Brittany said, it's lunchtime. They have all these roadside parillas, as you can see here. There's some outside tables. We're literally on the side of the highway. ¿Cómo se llama esta parrilla?
Parrilla, kilómetro 64.
This is parrilla, kilometer 64 on Route 9 in Argentina, and you can see they're getting after it. So So they just brought our sandwich. It is huge. We ordered 2 of these, didn't we?
Yes, we ordered 2.
What are we gonna do with 2 of these things?
I think we can do it.
What'd you think, babe?
That was way fun.
Way fun.
All about that.
You see how they have that burning stuff right next to their parrilla so that people can see the smoke? That's their advertising.
Well, it also smells good.
Yeah. All right. Let's get back on the highway. Okay, here we go. This is the entrance to Camping El Gran Lago, the Great Lake.
Caspian, look at the baby chickens.
They are so cute.
I just went into the office. He said it's $3,000 per person. Caspian doesn't pay, so
Perfect.
$6,000 for the night.
Beautiful.
These are bathrooms. They do have showers, but only cold water.
Okay.
And he said you can go down wherever you want, find a spot. Camp.
It's nothing to write home about. Pretty bare bones right by the road, but that's okay. We wanted a short drive today because we have so much unpacking to do, and we just need to rest and get our heads on straight for being back in the Jeep. So I think it's perfect.
Welcome to my laboratory. We've never tried this before. What we have here is our Starlink. This bag here was made by Adventure Tool Company, my friend Paul Carroll, who's always taking care of us on our trip. Super thankful to have him behind us. It's black on the outside, so what's in the Jeep, you look through the window, you can't really see it. But when you open it, look at how bright and glorious it is. The dish is in here. That's the Gen 3 dish. And then he's got a spot in this bag for all the cables, the router, the power supply, and everything. Here's the deal. We're in Argentina. Once you get south of Peru, it's all 220 volt. So that plug there is 220. Right beneath it, there's a chair. On that chair is a transformer that we just purchased that is supposed to transfer 220 power to 110. This has not been tested. I don't know how comfortable I am testing this for the first time on our Starlink. I'm pretty sure it should be able to handle 220 by itself, so it shouldn't matter. I'm gonna plug it in, stick out the dish, and see if we can get it to work. There's absolutely no cell signal out here, so let's see if this works.
I'm down to this, my groceries from today, and a few books and a smushed banana. I'm gonna go see how it's going with Eric with the Starlink over here.
From external power, 220 volt, down to our transformer, which transforms it to 110. You can see that it goes out to our power supply, then to the router, then out to the Gen 3 dish. We are getting 240 down and 20 upload speed right now here in Argentina.
The chickens have arrived. Oh, it's a beautiful time of night. I think the chickens like the Starlink.
Our first night back out on the road, having left Buenos Aires, and this is the sunset that we have tonight. Highway noise behind us, but we're not going to complain. This is pretty amazing. We had a great night here, and now we are just getting set up to leave. And the first thing I do is I always send a message on my Garmin to a contact that's tracking us, who's in law enforcement back home in the States, and he tracks our movements everywhere we go. And now
He's literally sitting at a computer all day long tracking our movements.
Practically. No, he knows. Like if we're delayed or something, he usually messages like, is everything okay? Anyway, today we're headed about 4 hours north to a place called Termas de what?
Ayui.
That little sound you heard was my message going out. Termas de Ayui?
I think so.
All right. It's supposed to be pretty nice. About 4 hours north, we're going to need to stop and get some fuel along the way, and obviously for these two, probably some coffee and some snack or something like that, because that's them.
Hashtag Brittany and Caspian.
Woo! Just stopped at a gas station, got down this all filled up, and I asked the guy if he would switch out some US cash for Argentinian cash. He's like, yeah, I got you. No problem. So I switched a $100 bill with him, and it came out this huge wad of cash. I gave it to Brittany.
Hey babe, they have a cajero here.
A what?
A cajero, the ATM, it's right by the door.
Oh, yeah.
I think we might need some more money.
No, I don't think so. I think we're good.
Do you want to check? Oh, yeah, I think we should get some more.
The thing is, we go to campgrounds, and they don't take cards. And we go through toll stations, and many of them don't take cards. And so you have to have the cash on hand. We have turned off the main highway, and now we are heading towards the thermal pools, the campsite that we're hoping to see tonight.
Is that capybara outside?
Yes. It says Travel with caution.
There's one.
There's a capybara, our first one, just hanging out.
Slow down.
There's two of them.
We drove to a place where we can just see capybaras just grazing peacefully. That's crazy. That's what I have for my icon on Netflix because I love them so much. It's a capybara head.
So we just got a big surprise. When I paid for camping, it was 8,000 pesos for our vehicle, which is about $7.50 per night. And then it was 2,000 a person, which is like $1.54 a night. It included the thermal pools down there, entrance from 9 in the morning till 9 at night, both nights.
I'm really surprised because on iOverlander it said it was extra and it was like almost as much as camping per person.
Yeah, so it's all taken care of. So now we're going over to find our camping spot. Guys waiting for us over at the gate. We'll head in there and show you what it looks like. All of these are camping spaces on the left that we can use, and they all have electricity and they all have tree cover, which is really nice. But Brittany does not want that. Brittany wants to have no electricity and to park all the way down at the end so that we can be by the water. And this will be a much, much better view. My wife is absolutely correct about that. It's dinner time at the Highland home. I guess you're making pork chops. She's been doing the vegetables. She's got some green beans up in there. She's roasting the garlic. There's the pork chops that are going to be coming. It smells really, really good. What do you have to say for yourself?
I cook.
That's it. That's what you have to say.
It's been a long time since I made dinner. Like a really, really long time.
Feel good?
Look, there's a sailboat.
Change the subject. Hi, Caspian. What you been doing?
Swinging.
What you listening to on your tablet?
Henry Huggins.
Henry Huggins. Cutie boy. Brittany is pouring fuel into our Coleman stove using this fuel bladder.
It's brand new. It's from Giant Loop. They're actually for motorcyclists. And it was recommended by Overland Journal. So I picked one up to hold the gasoline for our stove.
What are you dancing for?
I'm dancing because my stove is working again. It doesn't matter how many times I run out of fuel. I always freak out every time it happens. And then I add more fuel and I'm like, oh, my stove works. Good.
Like Brittany said, she doesn't cook much, but she does drink wine. This is the stuff that people never see. Stop trying to turn my video off.
So we had another really relaxing, peaceful mornings at camp. And just because of the time, it's 10:40. So I think we're going to go drive the peninsula next door. And then we'll figure out lunch, either have a picnic or if we see something local, get some lunch, and then we'll go to the hot springs. This is so beautiful with the pine trees lining the road. We've been trying to figure out what this area reminds us of, but it sure doesn't feel like anything we imagined Argentina to be.
No, not at all. We're approaching the end of the peninsula. There's been camping sites on both sides, like palapas. Just past a little cantina. There's people over there making their asado. Do you want to park or not?
It's beautiful. Yeah, we totally can, baby.
Okay, here.
Yeah, that's fine.
What a cool place. We're at the end of the peninsula. Just parked Dauntless right over there. And then Caspian is already on the playground over here. It has some huge slides. That little kid just got launched. Well, that was nice. We just spent a little time with Caspian playing at the park. He met some kids. They played soccer. We're going to head over to the thermal pools and then going to get some water.
We don't know what to expect, but the photos look really cool. So I think we're just going to spend the afternoon here hanging out, relaxing.
What do you think, Caspian?
I hope it's fun.
Let's go.
Let's watch it.
So cool. Look at that.
We should try the water and see if it's warm or not.
Yeah. That's warmer than the air.
Whoa.
My watch.
Ah, good call.
Wow. You did it, Caspian, and that was great swimming too.
Thank you. Gonna get in?
Eventually we will.
Caspian wanted to know how you get in, and there's some wooden stairs, and Brittany's like, that's not sketch. All the OSHA regulations are covered here in Argentina.
Woohoo!
All right, Brittany's gotten brave here, and she's gonna go down this slide. Oh, come on, Caspian.
It's been a long time since I went down a water slide.
She's great.
They have suspension bridges. that lead to slides. They have 2 restaurants on the property, and you can see how extensive this is. It's a little chilly outside, but for the most part, it is really nice. I actually asked Brittany if we could extend for one more night. Caspian has lots of friends to play with. We have a beautiful camping site with hot showers on a river. So yeah, we might just extend here. Yep, I'm ready.
It's been a really fun day at the hot springs. We've been here for hours. I don't even know what time it is. We had a little bit of food, and now we're going back to camp. I'm gonna set up, take some showers, and relax some more. I feel like we're on vacation.
Today's a big day for Hourless Life because it's the first time I'm gonna try and run our new Starlink off of our setup and see how much power it's drawing from our battery. We have a 170 amp hour lithium battery by Renogy that's running the Habitat, and we have 2 solar panels on the top by RedArc, which are providing 240 watts of solar. Our battery's at 100% right now. I'm gonna hook up the Starlink and see how much it draws. All right, we've got the power supply plugged into the router. Router's here. 110 cord going into Dauntless. Inside Dauntless, we have the RedArc Manager 30 and the Red Vision system. This controls our electrical, and you can see that it's at 99% and still getting juice. So we're effectively dry camping. There's no electricity plugged into Dauntless right now. We also have some 110 outlets right here, and that's where we're going to be plugging in the Starlink to test this out and see how much power it's drawing. We just feed the cord out here out of this Mozzie net. We'll cinch that down on that side, cinch it down on that side, and then the cord comes down and it's there. So now all we got to do is plug in the router with the cable to the dish and then turn on the power on the inverter, and we should be good to go. We control the inverter again from here, or I can actually control it from my phone. I'm going to do that last, and then we'll track the power. Oh, and I should note that our friend Sammy recommended that we pick up some of these caps to protect the proprietary Starlink cable, because if this gets nasty or dirty or something, it can really mess things up. So we bought one for each side. You just pull those off, and this connects right back here, and we can take this all the way to the dish. Caspian's helping me by putting pressure on this cord so that I don't yank the router off the table as I stretch out this line and take it out to the dish. Okay, everything's set up on the outside. Now it's time for the moment of truth. I'm gonna power this thing on, turn on the inverter, and then we're gonna watch and see what the power draw is. We're at 99%. There is a little bit of power coming in from the solar still, and we're gonna go over and turn on the inverter right here. That should turn on the Starlink, and we will probably see that thing hit here in just a moment. I want to give you an idea of the obstructions on the Gen 3 Starlink. So this is what our Starlink dish is looking at. So there's quite a few obstructions. We're going to run a speed test on the Starlink and see how it does. So it looks like 194.67 down and 13.89 up. Considering where we are in the obstructions, that's really good. I'm pretty happy with it. Now we'll just see what the power draw looks like in an hour. You can see it's drawing 4.6 amps, but we're getting 1.1 in from solar. Now, how long it's gonna take? We probably went online at 5:24 p.m. We'll call it 5:25 to be conservative, and we'll see how this goes. I'm gonna try and set a timer for an hour and check back in. From an incoming power standpoint, we're not plugged into anything like I said. We've got these 2 RedArc 120 watt monocrystalline solar panels that are providing power to the 170 amp hour lithium battery that is inside the Habitat, which you guys are going to be floored when you see this later, especially considering that this tree is basically blocking a lot of what's left of the sun and has been blocking it this entire time. I've shown you the obstructions that the dish is looking at with all those trees. I've shown you the tree that's blocking our solar, and the sun's going down. And yet I'm blown away by what I'm seeing. It's been 1 hour now since we fired Starlink up. All right, this is what we're seeing. Believe it or not, we're actually going up right now. Look, we just hit 100%. 1 hour, you can see the timer up there, 18:26. Really super impressed. So that is huge news and a game changer for us. I was over there testing the Starlink. Still testing it, and I just realized that the capybaras have come over to the beach to get some water. How cool is this? Guys, these are capybaras in their native habitat. Look at this. There they are. Largest rodent on Earth. Just being capybaras and doing capybara stuff. What's up?
Can we go to the playground and play?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Let's go. It's a nice playground, baby.
Let's use these ones.
Okay.
I'll use the orange one.
We're going so fast, I can't even see you, Caspian. You're just a blur.
Go faster.
So we did extended camp. Brittany is cooking up a lunch, chicken stir fry. Caspian's down there skipping rocks. And we are going to pack up in a little bit and head back to the thermal pools. It was so nice yesterday. Just relaxing here in Argentina with Uruguay in the background. I don't know if I mentioned that, but that landmass back there, that's Uruguay. Right there. The campground, as you can see, has completely cleared out because it's Monday. And so I have a feeling the thermal pools might be a little more empty as well. It's nice that it's a Monday. What are you doing Monday at 12:45 in the afternoon?
We are back at the thermal pools today. It is so quiet and so peaceful. We don't have a care in the world. Caspian's like the noisiest person here, breaking all the rules in the pool. Because all of a sudden Argentina is like really calm and they actually have rules. It's really disorienting. I don't really know what to do about it. Anyway, yeah, we're just hanging out in the sun. I'm gonna get a drink pretty soon, read my book. I don't know, what do you want me to say?
Really, I just wanted shots of you in your bikini.
Baby, can't take you anywhere. Tomorrow we take off. We are going 5 or 6 hours tomorrow up the road to National Parque Iberá, which I am equally excited about. It's supposed to be so much wildlife there and different ways to see it with boat tours and horseback riding and kayaks and whatever we decide to do. I don't know. But we've dedicated a few days to staying there and seeing all that we can see. We will share it with you. Here in orange country, here in Argentina, there are trucks laden with oranges, food stands all along the road selling oranges, and the topography is marshland. There's a ton of water. And I was curious what our latitude was here compared to Florida.
And so I told Brittany, I said, let me look at it. We're at 30 degrees south.
So I looked up Gainesville, Florida, and it's at 29 degrees north. And I just find that so fascinating how sometimes it's a mirror, the distance from the equator north to south, and just what the land is like and the growing seasons. It's so fascinating to me. I'm eating an orange right now.
Is this the park, babe?
It looks like the park boundary is on our right. Parque Iberá.
And what have you learned about this park?
So this is one of the many parks that were put together by the Tompkins Foundation. That's the founder of Patagonia and his wife, Chris. And so this was all grazing land, and they bought up a huge parcel of it. They rewilded it, and then they donated it to the Argentinian government to be a national park. And there's a lot of efforts going on to bring the wildlife back that used to live here, like jaguars, anteaters, and that sort of thing.
End of the pavement, 500 meters, and we still have 70 kilometers to go.
Guess so.
Wow. Okay. Guess we should probably stop and get lunch first. This is going to be a long drive.
Awesome.
We pulled off to the side of the road. Brittany made us some lunch. Brittany's still eating her lunch, actually. But she fed Caspian and I, and now we are on this dirt road for 70 kilometers. It's going to be slow going. And I was just reading on iOverlander people's thoughts on this road. They're like, just take it slow and you'll eventually get there. There's a lot of deep ruts, and they're like, don't do it in the rain. Well, it's not raining, it's bone dry. And we'll see how this goes. The general trick to off-roading terrain like this is to find the right speed in which you glide over things. I am doing about 42 miles an hour. The only trick is you have to watch ahead of you to make sure you don't slam into a rut. Brittany wanted me to get the Audi on camera.
Always cracks us up right when we're feeling hardcore. We pass a sedan. We don't feel so cool anymore.
I wouldn't say we feel hardcore on this road, Brittany.
No, I'm feeling pretty hardcore.
Well, what's hardcore is how fast we're taking it.
I would not bring my Audi out here. That's all I'm saying.
Caspian, what do you think?
They are so cute. Baby
Oh my gosh, I'm in love.
Okay, we gotta go.
No, we don't, baby. Hold on. Oh my goodness.
How many?
These are baby capybara. They're so cute.
I like how this Instagram handle on this truck is. It says siempre yendo, always going. We've parked at the building where we have to pay our fee for the entrance to the national park.
The capybaras at the visitor center are totally unfazed about anyone's presence. They're just living their life.
Oh my goodness. We are all paid up. Apparently our campground is just on the other side of this bridge to the left on a point of land. There. Right on the water. Those are Americans right there because he just freaked out when he saw Texas plates. Alrighty then. No idea what the weight limit is on this bridge, but I can feel the wood creaking under me. Alright, that was exciting. Do we know where we check in for camping?
No. It's pretty busy. Is this it?
It's really busy. This is it. Good news and bad news. There is no room at the end. Camping is full, but I talked to the guy and I was like, look, I don't really need anything. I can be completely disconnected. I just need a place to park. So he gave me a spot where I could park for tonight, and there's bathrooms right here with hot water for showers. There's this little gazebo up there that we can use as well. So we have shade there. There's also power there, water, so that will all be good.
All right, we have 4 kids in the Jeep. Can you guys introduce yourselves?
Hello. Hi, I'm Jonas. I have 10 years. I am Naira.
How old are you?
How old are you?
It's okay. What about you, Betty?
My name is Adam and I'm 9 years old. We are from the Parrilla family.
And you're from Spain, right?
Yes, from Madrid.
Wonderful. Well, it's so nice to meet you and to have you in our home. Thank you.
The sunset here from the point on the peninsula where we're at. It's beautiful. We got a little dock right here. Everybody's just hanging out, taking pictures, checking out the sunset. Right across the way from us, that is the national park on the other side of that bridge.
First day waking up at Parque Nacional Iberá. We are going out on a boat tour. We are right here on the water where the boats launch. It's one of the benefits to camping here. It's a 2-hour tour, and hopefully we get in before the weather starts warming up today. We have lots of sunscreen on. I am excited to see all the wildlife. I've read great things about this place.
Caspian, we're on a boat. This is our guide, Gaston. So this bridge that's up ahead of us will actually support 20 tons. This is the bridge that we crossed yesterday that was made of wood as we were coming up from Mercedes. Just chilling by this caiman right here. Look at that. Think we were gonna get to see one of those on our boat tour, Caspian?
Look at the markings on its head.
It looks like it has teeth coming out of its nose.
Gaston was telling us that this caiman is 20 years old approximately, and that they feed themselves off the piranha.
An amazing 2-hour tour. I can't believe all the animals that we've got to see, and now we're heading back to camp.
After our boating excursion, we went out and had a wonderful lunch. This is what all of the streets look like. They're just dirt streets, and you kind of got to pick and choose and figure out where you're going. We found this great restaurant and had that, and then we came here to the store.
They didn't have too much, but we got eggs and some milk. Eric got some Coke, so the basics. But we paid and we were owed 10 pesos. But I don't even know that there is a 10 peso bill in Argentina, so we got a little candy for our change. It was awesome. It makes me really happy.
And Brittany and I have been talking about it, like how long do we want to stay here? What else do we want to do?
I mean, we still have some hiking we want to do and stuff like that.
We're going to play it by ear. Kind of feels hourless.
We are packing up and leaving this spot where we've been parked because it's supposed to rain tonight. So they told us that we can't stay here on this ground. It's going to get really muddy and we need to move. You can see the big ruts here from when other vehicles have parked in the mud. So as much as we don't want to leave, we kind of understand that it's probably better to move to one of the sites with more grass.
Well, as a family, we really haven't done this well. I don't know that we have enough fuel to get to the next gas station. There's no gas in this town. We don't have enough food. Now it's going to rain, and everybody's saying that even with our Jeep, you really don't want to go north, which is the direction we need to go on Route 40 unless it's been dry for 2 days. Caspian's still not feeling well. We don't have a lot of food left. We're under 2/3 fuel. We're a mess. This is the site we moved to. You can see our awning is there, which covers a little grassy patch to get us to the shelter for this evening and tomorrow when it's supposed to rain. Poor Caspian, who's been sick, is sitting over there under a gazebo.
Look at this incredible sunset over the lagoon. A beautiful mirror of colors.
Didn't rain until 12:30 in the morning. At that point, it really started to rain. It was thunder and lightning.
It was incredible, everywhere. Like until 6 a.m.
It shook the Jeep. I went and talked to one of the security people out here and asked him, how's the road going north? He says, don't do it today. But he said, if you wait today and try tomorrow morning with your Jeep, you'll probably make it. You'll probably make it? That was the key phrase. We had no idea how challenging it was going to be. Everyone suggested we wait 2 or even 3 full days before attempting the drive. And we thought, since we have a Jeep, we're good. Well, in our next video, we're going to take you with us as we navigate this crazy road that felt endless and explain what happened. Eventually, we will make our way to some incredible Jesuit missions from the 1500s, and then we'll take you to the largest waterfalls in the entire world, Iguazu Falls. But wait, there's more. We'll also cross the border from Argentina into our 14th country on this trip, Brazil. And we'll take you to the Brazilian side of the falls as well, which is a completely different experience. There is so much to come on this journey, so if you haven't yet, this is your reminder to subscribe to our channel now and join us on this epic adventure around the world. And don't forget to hit the bell icon so you get notified when our next video goes up. And if you want to go behind the scenes with us and see all the things that don't make it onto YouTube, join us on our Patreon. We have a lot of fun with our patrons. We give early access to YouTube videos, share exclusive live video from all over the world, and of course, we answer all the behind-the-scenes questions that our patrons have. Head over to the link in the description of this video. It costs you nothing to check it out, and we'd really appreciate it. We hope you've enjoyed this section of our journey around the world, and we thank you for being part of it. Stay tuned for the outtakes, and until next time, we will see you in the next video.